2009 had been a year to forget for Rafael Nadal. Injuries and personal problems had the former world number one fighting to save his short but glittering career. He could only wish that a new year would bring new hope. January, Melbourne and the Australian Open. Rafa arrived as defending champion, but his fragility would soon be cruelly exposed. In his quarter-final match with Andy Murray, his knee problem resurfaced. The future looked bleak.
I frankly was worried that he would not have spent force by any manner of means, but it certainly at that moment it didn't look good.
Meanwhile, Rafa's arch-rival Roger Federer would go on to claim his 16th Grand Slam, denying Andy Murray his first. On doctor's advice, Rafa took a break. He went to Mallorca and wouldn't return until Indian Wells in March. It was now 11 months since Rafa's last championship win, but waiting just around the corner was his traditional hunting ground, the clay courts. Rafa returned to Monte Carlo as the five-time champion. 7 days later, he claimed the 6th title.
I think Monte Carlo was clearly the turning point. I mean, to win that tournament the way he did it and to beat Verdasco for the loss of one game in the final. You're talking about a player in the top 10. Absolute walloping.
In all, he lost just 14 games in the whole tournament.
After that tournament, after Monte Carlo, everything changed. I started to play with more confidence, I started to play with calm, and everything was a little bit less difficult than before.
What followed was a complete clay rout. On the 6th of June, Rafa made history by winning his 5th French Open title.
It's amazing for me winning Monte Carlo, Rome, Madrid, and right now here in Roland Garros.
He bounced back from a horrible 2009, injuries, personal problems in the family, obviously, and he comes out like this. I mean, that's amazing.
The day after winning Roland Garros, Nadal arrived in London. His recent winning run had seen him regain the world number one spot. But grass was Roger's domain.
This is not Rafa's favorite surface, let's put it that way, moderately, but it's nice to see him back playing so well, and I'm excited hopefully playing him again soon.
The early headlines were captured by a certain match that started at 6:13 p.m. on Tuesday the 22nd of June and finished over 11 hours and 183 games later.
I honestly thought that I was in a dream and I was going to wake up anytime soon, because you just can't think that something like that's going to happen.
Thomas Berdych caused the upset of the tournament by beating favorite Roger Federer in the semis. He would meet Rafa in the final, but it would be no contest.
Probably I didn't play the best match of the tournament, but the finals, the important thing is win, not how to play. But I didn't play bad, sure, if to win against Thomas, I must play well.
Rafa ruled on clay and grass. Only the hard courts of the US were left. Andy Murray and Roger Federer had won the 2 preceding Masters hard court events, but cometh the hour, cometh the man, and at Flushing Meadows, Nadal was untouchable.
One year he came along with a great slice backhand. The next year I saw him coming and he was volleying beautifully. And then he came out with the US Open with a big serve. God, you know, the guy keeps improving, and it's a sign of such a great champion.
On the 13th of September, Rafa made history by capturing the one Grand Slam he hadn't won, beating Novak Djokovic in the final.
I never struggled with his serve as much as I did in that final. It's incredible. He's a very complete player, and he keeps on playing better and better.
He became the 7th man in history to win a career Grand Slam, and in the process completed an almost perfect comeback. 2010 marked the return of the King.